Well, hi, Kirkwood seniors. My name is Mr. Jaworowski, and I am one of the college counselors here at Kirkwood High School. And one of the requirements you are going to have for your senior checkout is to complete the senior survey. So in this video, I want to take a little bit of time and just walk you through where to find it and how to complete it. And as you can see, we are at the Kirkwood High School main page. And if I just move up to this banner across the middle, and if I go under students, I want to go to the Class of 2021 page. And when I select that, it's going to the link to the survey is going to be right on the main page. So as I just scroll down a little bit, I'll see underneath there it says Senior Survey, and it says in order to complete graduation checkout and have your final transcript sent, this is something that you must complete. If you click here, the Senior Survey will come up, and so once I click that, this is the form that I get for the Senior Survey. Now, just a couple things before you start the survey. Once you start it, you have to complete it in its entirety. It's not something that you can partially complete and save and go back to. So you have to have a couple things in front of you in order to complete the survey. And the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need to know where you want your final transcript sent. So whether that be a technical school, a four-year school, the community college, wherever you want your final transcript sent, you need to have that information ready to go to complete the survey. The second thing is you're also going to need a list of schools that you applied to and what your admission outcome was, whether you were admitted, denied, or waitlisted. And so if you applied to multiple schools, just have that information available with you. If you only applied to one school, then that's the only information you'll need. Then you'll also need a listing of all your scholarships. So if you got multiple scholarships from different schools, you're going to need all that information for the scholarship page of this survey. So once again, just have all that ready to go as you start the survey. So once we get in, the first thing you're going to need is an email address. And one of the things that I highly recommend is to put an email address that is not your Kirkwood High School address. That way, going forward, if you need to do future surveys or future contact, there's an email address on file that you will have. You'll also need to put your cell phone number in there, so both of those are required. The student ID is required as well, and so is your first name and last name to put in there. As you keep going, the next piece would be if you are going to attend a college, university, or vocational school and you need your final transcript sent, like I just said, this is where you're going to enter that information. And so in this case here, if you're going to go to Truman State, I put Truman State in there. We also need the city and state of that school. So Truman State is in Kirksville. I put Kirksville, and it's in the state of Missouri. If you know your intended area of study or major, that would be great. If you can insert that there. If it's unknown or undecided, you can put that in there as well. If you are going to be a full-time student, which means you will take 12 more credit hours, go ahead and select that. Now, if you are not attending college, what we would ask, maybe if you're going to do the military or another option, go ahead and select from this list right here. So you would not have to fill out maybe the final transcript piece, but you would select if you're going to be employed or you're going to do the military or another option, please put that in there. If it's other, please indicate what you will be doing. This is an important box here for athletes. If you do intend to play a sport at the collegiate level, please make sure you select this so we can get your final transcript there as well. And the final thing is, on this first page, would you be willing to serve as a contact for future seniors who may be considering your college or university? If you're willing to do that, then you can select yes. So that's the first page. That's the general information. You would then hit next. And when we get to this page, this is where we need information about your college application. So you can see that you're going to list all the schools to which you applied and your admission status for each institution. So in this case here, maybe you applied to Truman State and you were accepted. There's your first school. As I scroll down, I also applied to the University of Kansas. I was accepted to that school as well. And the third school here, I also applied to Tulane, but I was waitlisted at Tulane, so I would select that. Maybe those are the only three schools that you did. There's space to add more schools, but if you didn't, you can just leave that blank and you can get to the bottom of the page. And again, Once I get to the bottom, I need to go to the third and final page. So I would hit next. And again, this is the spot to where you're going to put your information about scholarships. Now, what is really, really important here is we need a listing of all the scholarships that you received, even if you're not going to attend that school. So let me just walk you through an example here. This student here, suppose is going to attend Truman. They got the True Merit Scholarship that was from Truman State, and the dollar amount per year was $2,000. Then I need to say, is that scholarship renewable? Yes or no? What that means is that is that scholarship awarded for every year that I'm at Truman, or was it a one-time scholarship that I got? Most university scholarships that you get will be renewable, but you always want to check to see which scholarships are renewable. And so I would select yes there. I also applied to the University of Kansas. Again, I may not be going to Kansas, but I did receive a scholarship from them. I received the KU Excellence Award. That was from the University of Kansas. It was for $11 and it was renewable. So this is a very important piece in the senior survey. You must put all the scholarship dollars that you received, even if you're not going to attend that school or use that scholarship. The third scholarship that I received is I received a Kirkwood School District Foundation named award. So I got that from the KSDF, Kirkwood School District Foundation, and that award was for $1,500. However, that is not a renewable award. That was a one-time scholarship that I received. So I select no there. So those were 3 different scholarships that I got. Yours might look a little different, but the one thing that we can't stress enough is make sure you put any scholarship you received into the senior survey. So again, there's space to add more scholarships, and if you don't have that many or you only have one or none, then you can just go right to the bottom of this page and you can hit submit. Okay. Once again, once you hit submit, you cannot go back and edit this survey. So please make sure you have all that necessary information that you need. Final transcript, the list of schools where you were admitted to, and then also the listing of scholarships that you have. And then once you hit submit, you should be good to go. This is a very important piece because if we don't have this information, we do not know where to send your final transcript. So you will need this to complete your to complete your senior checkout. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me or Miss Peterson, and we're happy to help you with that.